Welcome back to Just Enough Garage. This week, let's take a look at my Power Stroke. ...2003 Power Stroke. This is the 7.3. This is the last year. The 7.3 was the 2003. It's the 6-speed manual. You've seen it in some of the videos. It is filthy. It is dirty. I have converted it to this utility box a few years ago. It has 230,000 miles on it. I put 90 of those thousands on myself. That works out with the years of owning it. About 5,600 miles a year is about all I drive it. Let's take a look here at the back. All the drawers do work. I do have keys. Yes, there's rust.
Over about 16 years.
Yeah, I've had it 16 years. Big steel bumper. Flaky paint from the Reddings box that it was. Yes, we're going to the dump. We do throw away things. It just happens to be house items.
Why have a clean truck if you're taking it to the dump?
I've added these lights back when my eyes were going bad and I couldn't see up my own driveway. These have actually worked out real good. I don't have the key. I should show you, but it doesn't matter. Tractor Supply. These are under boxes, and I mounted them on top. Really fabulous.
Now they're over boxes.
It has a straight cut exhaust right off the turbo. That's
which do you prefer, the rust or the exhaust?
Yeah, it could be a little longer. Very. The pinstriping never got added when I had the box painted.
Oh yeah, it's holding up real good on its own. Anywho.
Yeah. So 1984 or 85 Ford truck is what I got this box off of. They are remarkably very similar. I've made this myself. I added that headache rack. This came with it. I paid $400 for the rack and the box. It was blue.
And there's an extra bar that we leave off because it's a lovely concussion maker.
And I spent $1,800 on having it painted. And to be honest with you, it was kind of a hokey job, but it matches.
It was.
This has a different mirror on it from somebody before me, and I've never changed it. You know what? It's four-wheel drive. You guys knew that. The 6-speed. So these have locking hubs. I've left the Ford one. Some people don't like them. Well, okay, they work for me considering 99% of it's been pavement. Leaf spring lift. It has the Rancho shocks.
Front and back.
Yeah, well,
leaves.
I got some air. Come and take a look.
I kind of saw them a little
I got
bit.
this Weston bars. I got bulb tires. I got the airbags I put on when I did the thing. It's a 10.5 Sterling in the rear. It's an F350, so of course it was once a heavier springed model, but then when the Rancho springs went on, I don't know. I don't know, aftermarket versus OEM. I don't know. Let me pop the hood. Put that thing on pause. Let me pop the hood. Oh, the heart of the beast. So
of the big red sneaky truck.
Yeah. So this is pretty much all stock. It's a dual battery system. I like it because they have the alternators up top, the fuel filters up top. I haven't messed with the turbo. No, I haven't changed it on this one. I've done injectors, some fuel lines, some crossover lines. The O-rings always leak. Otherwise, I've just driven it. I've put a clutch in it. We rebuilt the rear axle once with some bearings. So a couple of sets of tires, a couple of sets of brakes have gone on it. I don't know, let's take it for a drive. Let's look at the dirty inside. So inside you got your Ford Gray dog prints. We got Rolly and Soph today. They think they're going to the park, but we got to go to the dump.
I'm sorry, what did you call this?
The Ford Gray. It's the Ford Gray.
I know, but didn't you say dog prints?
Oh, right here, the
dog prints. I was like houndstooth, but not really.
No.
Like that's what I thought.
Okay, the annoying dinging. This is a Ford thing. Ta-da! And if you could get the... No, you can't. Oh. It's annoying. Okay, so let's get in and close the door. Oh, now it shuts up.
Well, it's usually the pressure on the seat, isn't it?
No, it's this ignition or something. I don't know. These things have some notorious problems.
You gotta hold this so I can put my seatbelt on while you talk.
You're good. Soph can look at us. Hi, Soph. Hi, Rolly. Yeah, it's a big back seat. If you've never owned one of these trucks, good luck getting them. They're getting expensive. It doesn't say 6-speed on the top. I don't know if it was a sticker or what, but it's... Let's do this.
He needed a bigger back seat when his 4 kids were growing up.
So, of course, you got over here, you've got your standard curly Q glow light.
For the glow plugs.
Yeah. Now, when this thing's cold, I think, Mary, you can insert a clip. When
If I can find it,
When I was
will.
struggling downtown with it being so cold today, we took the 53 Ford. This thing did not want to run.
I'll link that too for you guys up in the
Anyways,
top right.
so this is how these things work. You've got reverse and first. This is your first. They call it a 6-speed, but really it's like a low and a 5-speed. So that's first.
Does reverse count as a speed, or is it
And then you
its
can,
own?
most of the time you could drive it just as a 5-speed. So that would be third gear or second, depending on how you count it.
I don't count.
Let's get out on the road because I got to do some town driving, and it's going to be stop and go until we get out on the road. Okay, so part of this exhaust I was talking about, let me go past this building, you can hear it.
Soph's happy to be involved. She thinks that's great.
It's annoying. You have to drive with the windows up or go slow because of the sound. It's annoying.
It's okay, we're in a business district. They're used to
But
it.
I have never been hassled by the cops by it yet. It came that way when I bought the truck. It was a few years old. But it had 140,000 miles on it. Somebody really used this thing when I first got it, before I got it.
We've used it plenty since.
Let's see, we've used this truck to tow a fifth wheel trailer to the Grand Canyon and back. We've used it to tow it to Anaheim once, a different trailer.
How long do you think that trip was, round trip, the Grand Canyon
It was
trip?
3 weeks.
What, miles?
Oh, it was
Estimated.
6,500 and something.
Okay, that's a single year worth of driving on that 3 weeks.
And then it's made about 4 trips to Utah and back with one of my daughters moving and visiting my sister and some
a
other
trailer
things.
with a car on it a couple of those times.
Yeah, it's been on a few rescue missions.
It's gone to Eastern Washington. It's gone to Oregon.
Oh, yeah.
Separate times for shorter
It
trips.
gets about 14 to 16 miles to the gallon. That's about all it does.
This is Rolly's normal spot.
Cruise control works good. Air conditioner works good.
I set his radio to pink. Usually it cycles through rainbow.
Let me close that window because there is one subject I want to talk about real quick. Ooh, this gets serious. So I'm not going to go over anything except for what I know. If you are a young guy or a person who's worked in the industries of any kind of construction, you do need a construction truck. And let me tell you, when I put the service box on that, it was so much better than the regular lock box behind the truck cab or throwing the stuff in the back seat. I really enjoyed that. The four-wheel drive part, I don't know if a guy needs that for construction. Depends on what you're doing. If you're in the woods, yeah, I'd recommend it. You got snow, yeah, I'd recommend it. But if you're just doing residential or
Building tree houses,
yeah, maybe you don't need it. The lumber rack, totally hip. I love that. The ability to have a 1-ton truck to tow whatever, it's good. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying don't get a half-ton, but as soon as you start to use a half-ton, you'll find that you've exceeded its limit pretty quick. These come with great big disc brakes, and they got low gearing and a huge clutch, so you can really put this to town and go to work on it. And, you know, they're not real horsepower. I know there's things you can do, but
they're muscle, not speed.
I've just left it. They got gobs of torque, so that seems to work.
When it decides to wake up.
Yeah, no, I am having trouble with this one, and I think the video will show that if Mary can find it.
Yeah.
2 things.
I mean, tell them about the heater we have.
It starts really, really good in the cold, but it won't accelerate until the engine's up to temperature. It's just like the pedal has no effect. The check engine's light on. I've taken it some places. They've taken my money, and I still have the same problem. We can't figure it out. So if anybody knows what makes these things do that, you know, we'll correspond and figure it out. Because I'm tired of spending money on something with no result. I know a lot of guys get that. And this is not the channel that tells you how to do it. This is just
This
me.
is insanity, doing it over and over again.
Yeah, this is just me living my life, you know. But anyways, I would highly recommend if you're going to end up in the construction trades of any kind, and you're going to go out there and look for a truck, don't be too eager to buy the newest and the best. Take your time, get a good one, figure out what's right for you. Bling, you know, chrome don't get you home. Don't spend a lot of bling. Hey, look, this guy coming about the same generation as mine.
Got some big tires.
Yeah, I used to. Yeah, he's got those big goofy wheels. Okay, enough about that. But anyways, I'm just saying it's different. And this truck is my workhorse. This is kind of like the backbone of my operation. Being a 6-speed like this, it keeps people from borrowing it, so that's good. It does kind of have a heavy hydraulic clutch. I have replaced the clutch hydraulic part twice.
It's much easier than your vintage rides, though.
Yeah.
Okay. by comparison, when I drive those more often than I drive this or your MR2, I'm like, I'm so bad at manual, and then I realize I'm driving garbage all the time with funky clutches that I never drive, and I always feel bad because I'm so bad at it, and then I drive a normal car and I go, oh right.
Oh, so this is something I like to do. I like to throw it into neutral when I roll up to the stop sign. It's just less fatigue on your clutch. I used this going up the Oregon coast one time. Remember when we stopped at all those places?
Oh,
Holy
yeah.
smoke, my leg was on fire.
It's just as on fire with rolling now when we go jeeping.
So let's put that on pause. Hey, that guy's throwing away a mattress at the dump too.
Oh yeah, we're at the dump. I'm not gonna show you.
Well, maybe.
Catch you with your fly down.
Just an idiot. I like this because of this handle right here.
Uh-huh.
Let me throw the mattress. Missed you.
This is why I wear my boots and my long pants.
Now, if I could just make this thing dump.
All right, let's. Oh.
Missed the guy's truck.
There we go. It rolled back up right. We're set.
Anyways, you can show inside the bed, Mary. This is what a working truck looks like. Steel diamond plate, 9 foot long.
Tie down.
And you can, and these bars are high enough that you can put 4x8 sheet of material up and it won't hit the bars. They can stand on their edge.
Mm-hmm. 2 hooks. They somehow always manage to pinch your fingers.
We like going to this dump because they give out dog biscuits. Who wants one?
He was ready.
There you go, sweetie.
She's much gentler typically.
Yeah. The aggression of a boy. So that was the life and times of a Power Stroke diesel. What is it used for? Well, whatever.
Wow.
Yesterday I noticed that our diesel was $3.99 and the gasoline was $4.29. So
put up the dog windows.
What? You can't hear me?
No, I can't, which means they can't. You're not getting more.
The kids, we named this truck one time the Big Red Sneaky Truck because it's like the Big Red Dog, but it's not sneaky at all.
I think Cherry Red was in there sometimes too.
Yeah, you kids had new names for everything.
Okay, I have a story about the dump. It's a fun story.
Yeah.
This fun story is we've been going to this same dump. It's our local dump our whole lives. We've always dumped our own garbage. And when you're how old so you can get out at the dump and help?
16.
Exactly. So being a kid, it was always fun to go to the garbage dump with Dad because they had little candies for kids instead of dog treats for dogs. They had candies.
I think they still do, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. We're too old for them now. But we would get candy, those strawberry hard shell with the soft insides.
Right.
Yeah, that's what we always got at the dump. We called them dump candy, and kids at school thought that was insane. But it was like a reward, a fun time to go to the dump with Dad.
They just weren't redneck enough to go to the dump.
No, they weren't redneck enough. And then when we got old enough to look maybe 16, we got to get out. And it was exciting stuff because we weren't 16.
Wow. The dump really didn't notice, did they?
No, they didn't.
I think this is the end of the video, Mary. We are going downhill. Anyways, we made a short one for you this week. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to try to get some more venturing in this year, some more stuff. I got a couple projects at the house. The Audi, it turned out it didn't sell. Nothing to do with the guy or nothing to circumstance. I still got that hunk of junk if somebody's interested. I'm actually thinking, Mary, I'm making a video before we sell it of like doing some rally car stuff with it, just because I want to.
I've still never done donuts. I've never been in a car for donuts. You think the torn up bumper on it could do it?
I don't think that's the car for it. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you later.